Welcome back to another episode of Shop Talk. Today we're peeling back the layers on something in auto shops that, often gets overlooked, but it's actually key to profit and keeping customers happy. We're going deep into navigating warranty and insurance repairs in your auto shop. And our mission really is to cut through all the complexity around warranty and insurance work. We want to show you how to turn what feels like a massive headache into, well, a real strength for your shop.
It's true. It might not sound like the most exciting part of auto repair, but the stakes are incredibly high. Get these wrong and you're looking at delays, frustrated customers, claims getting denied. It can even cost you business down the line. But flip side is, if you nail this with the right systems and approach, it's huge for your bottom line. And honestly, it builds incredible customer loyalty, more than you might think.
Absolutely correct. Let's get into it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to Shop Talk, the podcast where auto repair pros get real insights to grow smarter, run smoother, and boost profits.
Let's unpack this. Why does this warranty and insurance stuff matter so much? I mean, some owners might just think it's another repair job. What's the big deal?
Well, there are two big things. First, it's a growing source of revenue, a big one. People rely more and more on warranties, extended ones, insurance. Because repairs are getting expensive, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So if your shop isn't smooth with handling these, you're just leaving money on the table. Simple as that. Second, and this is maybe even bigger, it's all about trust. Think about it yourself. You remember when using a warranty was easy, right? Or if it was a total nightmare.
Oh yeah, vividly, exactly.
A smooth process that builds serious trust. A messy one with delays, confusion, denied claims. It destroys trust, and that's how you lose customers.
That makes a lot of sense. You're not just fixing a car, you're sort of solving a financial puzzle for them, so it's important. But the challenge is all the different policies, right? Not all coverage is the same.
Absolutely not. And this is where it gets tricky. You've really got to know the difference. You've got your basic manufacturer's warranty, usually covers defects, pretty standard time frame or mileage, straightforward mostly. Then extended warranties. Often third-party companies, these are, let's say, the wild cards. Coverage varies like crazy. You have to read the fine print. And then you see more aftermarket warranties and something called MBI, mechanical breakdown insurance. Yeah. These often have really strict rules, like needing approval before you touch anything, or they only pay based on their specific labor guides, which might not match yours. The absolute golden rule, no messing around, know exactly what's covered and what's not before you start any work. Seriously. Otherwise, you might be doing it for free.
Doing it for free. Yeah, nobody wants that. So, okay, before a wrench even touches the car, what's the playbook? What absolutely have to happen to avoid those headaches?
Right, this is your pre-approval checklist. Got to be consistent. First step, get the documents from the customer. The warranty contract, proof it was bought, maybe an authorization number from the insurer. Get it all.
Don't just take their word for
never.
it. Yeah.
Second, double check. Is your shop actually approved by this specific policy? Sometimes you're not. If you're unsure, just call the warranty company or the insurer. Ask them directly.
Okay.
And finally, super important, once you know what's covered, lay it all out for the customer. Clearly, this is covered, this isn't. You might have to pay this much upfront. No surprises. Builds trust.
Okay, solid plan. But life happens even when you do all that, things go sideways. What are the biggest, common roadblock shops hit with this stuff, and how do you dodge them?
Yeah, you're right. Frustrations definitely pop up. A big one is, well, misalignment.
Misalignment.
Yeah, like your tech says, look, this part's about to fail, it needs replacing now, but the policy says, nope, we only cover it after it actually breaks.
All right. That's tough.
It really is. Your expertise versus their specific rules, another huge pain. Delayed approvals, and almost always that comes down to missing paperwork or unclear info.
So what's the fix?
Meticulousness and communication. That's it. Document everything. Photos, diagnostic results, service history. Show them why the repair is needed. Don't just tell them. And stay in touch constantly with the customer and the provider. Keep everyone in the loop, especially if you're waiting on approvals or parts. Train your team. Make sure they ask the right questions right at the start. And hammer this home. Never assume it's covered until you see it in writing, period. Maybe set up a specific workflow just for these jobs. Block out time for the admin side, keep perfect records of calls and emails, and follow up, follow up, follow up. Don't let payments slip through the cracks.
That dedicated workflow idea, that sounds really crucial. Let's zoom out a bit. How does this play into, say, insurance repairs after an accident? Is that a whole different animal?
It is, yeah. It has its own rhythm, definitely. With accident repairs covered by insurance, timing and paperwork are, well, they're everything, even more critical. You absolutely have to use the insurer's preferred process, from the estimate right through to the invoice. Stick to their rules.
Which means using their labor rates.
Often, yes. Using their approved labor rates, following their rules on parts OEM versus aftermarket. You need to know when you can push for original equipment manufacturer parts and why. And get that paperwork in fast. Be precise. Also, building a good working relationship with insurance adjusters, that can really smooth things out.
Building relationships? Does that mean like playing favorites? Or is it just professional courtesy?
Good question. It's definitely not about playing favorites. It's about being reliable, efficient, trustworthy. Think about it. If an adjuster knows your shop provides accurate estimates, does quality work on time, and sends complete paperwork, they're going to trust you. Claims move faster.
Okay, that makes sense. It's about being easy to work with.
Exactly, which helps everyone, especially the customer who just wants their car back. Oh, and strategically, shops might look into becoming a DRP shop, direct repair program.
Right, DRP.
Yeah, that can mean more referrals, faster approvals sometimes. But it's a commitment. You're agreeing to their specific rates, the procedures. It's not just a label you stick on the door.
Got it. So even with all this planning, things can still go wrong. Denied claims, customers stuck paying up front. How do shops navigate that mess?
Yeah, that's a really common pain point. And it's awful for the customer, right? They pay out of pocket, then wait ages for the money back. Or the claim just gets flat out denied because of some vague policy wording or missing info.
But what's the defense?
Your documentation. It's always the documentation. That detailed service history we talked about, the diagnostic reports, the clear written estimates you gave up front.
That's your ammunition.
That is absolutely your ammunition in a dispute. It proves your case. So the advice is patience, yes, but also persistence. Keep following up regularly. And sometimes you got to go to bat for your customer, advocate for them. That solid paperwork makes all the difference when you're pushing back against a denial.
Okay. Listening to all this, the documentation, the different policies, the communication. It sounds overwhelming, like it could be a full-time job just managing this side of things.
It really can feel that way if you're doing it manually. And that's exactly where technology comes in. It's a huge help. The source article mentions shop management systems, like ShopOfficer, for instance. These tools are basically designed to cut through all that manual confusion. Think of it as your digital admin assistant.
How does it actually help, though? What does it do?
Well, it streamlines everything. It keeps all those digital records, repair history, diagnostics, all organized and easy to find, which, like we just said, is vital if there's a dispute.
Okay.
It can automate things like sending reminders or updates to customers, which helps keep them calm. And it generates clear, itemized invoices using the approved labor times. That means fewer billing errors and faster payments.
So it saves time, reduces mistakes.
Exactly. Big time savings on admin, fewer errors causing delays, and ultimately you get paid faster. It turns what can be a really messy, time-consuming process into something much more efficient, something that actually drives profit.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the main takeaway seems to be mastering warranty and insurance work. It doesn't have to be this giant burden. With the right approach, the right training, and the right tools, shops can handle it confidently, and it can actually become a really reliable source of income that makes you stand out.
Precisely. And there's that double benefit, right? Make the process smooth for the customer. They remember that. They come back, they tell their friends. And keep the insurers happy with good paperwork and following the rules. They're more likely to send work your way too. It feeds itself from both ends.
Powerful dual benefit, definitely. So, for you listening, here's something to think about. How can tackling those complex, maybe even annoying administrative tasks in any business, how can doing that with clarity, with precision, maybe with some smart technology, how can that actually become a strategic advantage, a surprising way to grow? Thanks for tuning in to Shop Talk by ShopOfficer. If you found this helpful, share it with a fellow mechanic or shop owner and follow for more real-world advice. Want to take your shop digital? Visit shopofficer.com to get started for free. Until next time, keep wrenching smarter.
1, 2,